Yo, what's going on? It's been a while since I made a video. Alright, first off, I got a little disclaimer. If you think I'm here to shit on Ward and hate on Ward and shit and talk about his shit, and you're here for that, if the agenda is for here to hear me talk shit about Ward, then you should like not even watch this video, because I'm here to talk. I know I'm very late to the Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev, and a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, I don't know, certain people out there, they seen me on, other channels that, a lot of people consider racist and stuff like that, and, they labeled me out, they never really say my name and stuff like that, but, a lot of people, since I'm sort of associate with these people, and I agree with them on certain things, they assume that I'm a part of them. But in this video and in this situation, with the Andre Ward rematch, I'm on the other side, really. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the fight, man. The Andre Ward Andre Ward, to me, he looked a lot better in the fight than Kovalev did. It was only a matter of time that Kovalev, I saw Kovalev, the first few rounds, he was doing good. Second round, he definitely beat the shit out of Ward with his jab. He definitely won that round, and he won a few more rounds after that. But I had Ward up by like a point. But Andre Ward, he just had his jab going to the body. He had his left hook. He had a few things, and Sergey Kovalev had a few things too. But I saw Andre Ward slowly discouraging Kovalev, with his boxing ability and stuff like that. Were they low blows in the fight? Yes, they were. There were a couple low blows. There was a lot of belt line shots to me. I'm saying this was what I think with the situation. But I'm here to give full credit to Ward, man, for his win. The only thing that really was irritating to me was the stoppage. I didn't really like the stoppage. I thought it was a bullshit stoppage. You know what I'm saying? Me, just, I don't know about you guys, but, a lot of people saying that, it was a good stoppage because Kovalev wasn't responding. But even if he wasn't responding, at least, let the dude go down a few times, you know what I'm saying, before you stop the fight. You know what I mean? I just didn't like the stoppage, you know what I'm saying? But I felt like eventually Ward was going to get him out of there and discourage him even more, like 9th, 10th round, 11th round. I thought Ward was going to get at. That's the sense I got, you know what I'm saying? So, if you guys, came here to to tell, to listen to me talk shit about Ward and say he's a dirty fighter and all that, he is to a certain degree, I ain't gonna lie. And at the same time, I'm also gonna tell you, I'm not taking down the videos I made about Ward, because I still feel that way about him. I still don't like the guy, the fighter, at all, but I'm gonna give him his credit on this one, you know what I'm saying? Because, Ward, he did his thing. Those last two shots, they were belt line shots to me. They weren't low blows to me, you know what I'm saying? And I can understand you guys being frustrated but the low blows, he did 20 low blows in the fight and all this shit. Listen, man, if you guys feel that way, that's fine, you know what I'm saying? We all have to agree to disagree, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to let those other guys, that think that just because I'm cool with a certain people that you don't like, that I'm always gonna agree with them on every topic. This is an example right here. I don't really agree with what they're saying and things like that, but I understand it and I acknowledge that. I acknowledge what they, how they feel about the fight, but not me, man. I saw the fight live, then, there was no distracting, nothing, you know what I'm saying? I thought Ward was outboxing him to a degree. I mean, Kovalev was, he kept the fight close, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people had Ward winning every single round. I disagree with that. But the simple reason why I'm making this video is to let you guys know that I'm giving Andre Ward props for beating Sergey Kovalev the second time. The first time definitely was a robbery, in my opinion. It definitely was, and I could argue with somebody about the first fight all day. But the second fight, it was a lot different, man. It was, to me, like I said, Kovalev, between from the 4th and 5th round, I'm looking at Kovalev and I'm looking at his body language. This is just me, from my perspective. I felt like Kovalev was about to get out of there. He just looked like he didn't want to be there. Did he quit? I don't think he quit, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he quit, because if he quit, he would have said, he would have told his corner or something, I don't want no more of this fight, or the ref. you know, I felt like at the time, I'm like, I don't know why this ref stopped it. You know what I'm saying? Me, if you could stop a fight, I mean, the guy literally got to be taking like beatings, like punch in the face a lot of times, and he's not responding. Let him go down at least 2-3 times before you stop the fight. Kovalev didn't even touch the canvas. You know, that's what got me upset about the whole situation. You know, but at the end of the day, I give Ward his props. He did what he had to do. You know, there's no sense in it, like a third fight. Like we can forget about that. That's no way Kovalev, the only way Ward is doing that shit, and nobody want to see that. I don't want to see that fight again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving props to Ward, man. I still don't like the dude. You know what I'm saying? I still don't like his style, but you know, he did enough for me to realize, yo, he won this fight. You know, a lot of people, you know, feel like it was low blows and all this shit. Listen, I understand with what you guys saying, but I'm just not gonna be on that side this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be saying that because I don't feel that way. You know, so, you know, props to Ward. You know what I'm saying? I still don't like his fighting style. I still don't like the dude. You know, certain things he says and does outside the ring, and you know, certain things he does inside the ring. Like, I don't, but he beat Kovalev this time, man. And you know, to those people that don't like him and feel like listen, go ahead, do what you got to do, say what you got to say, make the videos you want to make the film studies you want to make, say all this shit. Y'all could say it, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could feel that way, but I'm not going to be on that side, you know? So, with that being said, man, props to Ward. You know, he did what he had to do. As far as him being pound for pound #1, nah, I still don't feel that way. I still feel Manny Pacquiao is number one pound for pound fighter, based off his whole career, you know, his resume. You know, I know recently he haven't really fought up to par opposition to you guys, but to me, I mean, Bradley and Vargas, those were two credible names. You know what I'm saying? And it kept him on the pound for pound list. He's still the most famous boxer in the game right now. You know, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to see Pacquiao fight Spence in them? Yes, absolutely. But, you know, he's at the end of his career, and I don't know if he's going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I doubt it. I really doubt he fights anybody from the PBC, you know? But props to Ward, man. And like I said, this is just to let you guys know that, you know, I'm not what you think I am just because you see me in comment sections and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole different person, you know? Certain times I feel like a video is good or something like that, or I feel certain points, so it makes me, you know, praise the video or whoever made the video a little bit, but doesn't mean I necessarily agree with everything they saying in that specific video, you know? So, you know, man, like I said, man, Ward did his thing, you know what I'm saying? I felt like Kovalev was gonna get out of there one way or the other. I did not like the stoppage. I could argue with everybody in the world about the stoppage being bad, you know? I felt like, you know, let the dude go down. Let the dude take more punishment. You know what I'm saying? I wanted Ward to literally finish this dude. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the ref did what he had to do, which I disagree. It was a bullshit-ass stoppage. I could agree with people on that one. The stoppage was fucking terrible. You know? But, you know, let me know what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, that's what I have to say, man. I got Ward #2 pound for pound. You know, I'll probably make a pound for pound video about it. You know I posted it on Zone 6 channel. But yeah, this is my thoughts. Yeah, Zone 6, you know, he asked me on the comment section what I think about Ward, and that's what I think about him, man. He did what he had to do. He won. Kovalev, you getting low blows, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to do something back, man. Like, listen, like, you know, this standard with the rules breaking and shit like that. Listen, man, you know, if a motherfucker's robbing the bank all the time and know he's getting away with it, he's gonna keep robbing the bank till you catch him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a bad analogy, I don't know, man. But that's how I see it, man. You know, Kovalev, I don't think, you know, honestly, I don't think he's gonna, you know, he's gonna be the same fighter again. I really don't. I mean, what's he gonna do? Move up to cruiserweight? You know, I doubt it. Nobody ever criticized Kovalev for moving up. You know, they want all these other guys to move up and fight the bigger guys and fight better opposition in the upper weight. But nobody's saying that about Kovalev. Let's see Kovalev versus Usyk. Let's see that shit. Why not? Let's see that fight. Let's see that fight. You got nothing. What you gonna do at 175? Adonis Stevenson ain't gonna fight you. He ain't gonna fight you. And I'm hearing rumors that he's going to Top Rank. Vosdik's gonna beat his ass. I said it. Voslik is gonna fuck him up if he ever get a chance with him. Beterbiev might beat him. You know, I know Voslik gonna fuck him up. I'm telling you right now, Voslik gonna stop him if that fight ever happens. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Kovalev's gonna do, man. He's gonna have to take a break. I don't know how long. He's gonna have to do something, man, because I don't really think he's gonna be the same fight. I don't think he's gonna be at that status where he was before the Ward fight. You know what I'm saying? Unless he like start knocking niggas out again, like high level niggas, like Joe Smith. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for him to get this fight. Like, who's gonna want to fight him? You know what I'm saying? He's not a draw at all. He's never been a draw. He's never been. He never had the star power. He's basically he basically was on the pound for pound list based off his skills and, you know, certain credible names he beat. You know what I'm saying? And what he does in the ring. But as far as, you know, recognizably known, like, nah, he ain't none of that, man. I don't think he's gonna be the same. That's just my take. You know what I'm saying? You know, I saw a broken down Kovalev in the mid rounds. That's what I saw. Kovalev was still in the fight. You know, he could have continued, but the ref stopped it, and that was some bullshit. You know, so with that being said, man, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna leave it right there, man. This is long enough. All right, take care, guys.